News time is 10 minutes after 7 o'clock here on this Friday morning. Top of the morning from the newsroom of Regional Radio and DeWittDailyNews.com. I'm Seth Lawrence with this expanded 7 o'clock newscast brought to you by Baum Chevrolet Buick in Clinton, your Silverado headquarters, and by Connexus, providing fiber internet to Clinton. Learn more at DeWittDailyNews.com. A freeze on motor fuel tax dollars for DeWitt County remains in place, and at Thursday night's DeWitt County Board meeting, an update was provided on the process to get caught up to receive those dollars. The county received notice earlier this year. The motor fuel tax dollars would be frozen because of paperwork that was not current through the county engineer's office. Mark Mathon says they're catching up and are ready to submit things to the state of Illinois to get those dollars released to DeWitt County.
Mr. Prestegard mentioned Mr. Fink has started since our last meeting where the contract was approved. I've met several times. He's been working on specifically on the material inspection report approvals, which are what are the sticking point in motor fuel tax currently. We've got the majority of them resolved, and they're to IDOT. There are a couple of reports we're still sorting through some information on that I'm hopeful in the next week they're all submitted to IDOT, and within that time also, I made a call, was unable to make a connection with the person I was trying to reach, of seeing if they, as they see this work is in progress and see what our plan is, and we have someone hired that is focused on that, they'll turn loose the hold on that.
Board Chair Joe Whitty wanted more clarification on where that process was at.
So we're thinking 10 days to get what the county needs to supply to the state, or
everything that needs to be provided to the state for general maintenance programs is done and waiting to save my computer. But I have held off submitting them when we're informed that they were not going to do approvals of those. So I'm to the point that I'm going to submit them and request that they give the consideration to see the issues that they're in or are in the process of being resolved.
The Road and Bridge Committee had a proposal for a standard raise for Mathon on the agenda Thursday, but it was tabled due to the outstanding issue with the motor fuel tax dollars. Adding complexity to the issue is the fact the salary of the county engineer is funded through motor fuel tax dollars.
This is the annual resolution that sets the county engineer's salary. It does increase the salary by 1% versus last year. I believe it was 1%, a 1% increase the year prior as well. The resolution also, as in past years, does include a $3,000 expense, which essentially covers expenses for the county engineer for travel expenses.
Does it make sense then to table this until next meeting? Hopefully the motor fuel tax issue will be resolved by then. It just seems inopportune to be voting on this when there's this issue hanging out there.
But if we don't do the resolution, did I read it correctly that we don't get back part of your salary? Is that correct?
Until the resolution is approved, theoretically, motor fuel tax dollars are not supposed to be spent. And the salary, the county engineer's salary, my salary is paid 100% through motor fuel tax. This is part of me pushing everything out, and my understanding is that this all goes at the same time. Last year's appropriated the entire amount. This one appropriates going forward that amount. It's just a matter of where the big one catches up.
To help Mathon, whose office is understaffed, catch up, the county hired a special engineering firm where former county engineer Craig Fink is currently employed. The county board voted to table the salary of the engineer until next month. The DeWitt County Clerk, Carrie Harris, has announced a new free service offered by her office for veterans. The free program with no expense to taxpayers is known as the Honor Rewards Program. Veterans can sign up in Harris's office or online to receive an Honor Rewards card, which qualifies them for discounts and incentives at participating businesses in the community.
Yes, I am very excited about this. This has been in the works for a couple of weeks. So this is a newer program that is being offered once again by Fiddler Technologies, which is a vendor that we use here, and we just launched it actually on Tuesday. The website was up and everything was running smoothly. It's called the Honor Rewards Program. It's a service to help send thanks and acknowledge our local veterans for their sacrifices to our country. And with the Honors Rewards, veterans can sign up online to receive an Honor Rewards card, which qualifies them for discounts and incentives at participating businesses in our community. Of course, if they're not comfortable signing up online, they can always come into my office, and myself or a staff member of mine can help get them registered at one of our public computers here in our office. And like I said, this is a free service provided by Fiddler just for using them as a vendor.
All a veteran needs to do is visit honorrewards.com and click on DeWitt County to fill out the form with details on when they served and with what branch of the armed forces. If an individual prefers to sign up in person, Harris encourages stopping into her office and they'll help you get signed up.
Okay, there's there's two different sites they can go to. They can actually go to honorrewards.com. And then they would choose DeWitt County, Illinois on the list of participating counties. Once they choose DeWitt County, Illinois, then my picture pops up on a banner letting you know that you're on the DeWitt County, Illinois link. And the veteran would enter in their name and address, an email if they have one. That is not a necessary spot that has to be filled in. They do have to choose their branch of service, their years of service, and a telephone number, and then what county their military discharge record has been recorded in. Now, the thing with that is sometimes some of the elderly that have, maybe were discharged years and years and years ago don't remember where they had it recorded, or even if they had it recorded. Not a problem at all. That actually happened today. We had our first veteran sign up, and he wasn't sure where it was recorded, but he had it on him. So we record military discharge papers, or what we refer to them as DD-214s. We record those in our office free of charge for a veteran. So we went ahead and my deputy recorder put it in our system and got it recorded for him so that he was able to answer that question. What county is it recorded in? He put DeWitt County. This is also the way that we verify that the person signing up as a veteran is actually a veteran that has a valid DD-214.
Harris indicates this card is not exclusive to use in DeWitt County. She's hoping, though, to have local businesses register so veterans can use it locally.
One of the cool things about this card is they can use it anywhere that the Honor Rewards is accepted, and that includes any state. So currently, like I said, this is newer, so it's just now starting to kind of hit around everywhere, but we have 8, including Illinois, there are 8 states. So also Indiana, Kansas, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Ohio, Texas, and Wisconsin. So anytime you travel to any one of those states, if you see the Honor Rewards sticker in the window or a flyer that they have hanging up saying that they are a participant, you can use your honors card at that participating business as well, out of state. As of right now, I do not show any businesses have registered yet.
Okay.
So I'm hoping to get that word out. So they can also sign up on the Honor Rewards site, honorrewards.com. The first thing that pops up is to register. Once you choose DeWitt County, is to register as the actual veteran. But if you scroll down, it'll say register as a participating business, and then you would click that, and it would take you to some different information to enter in, obviously. And once they enter that in, then I get the information. I will verify with the businesses before, just to make sure that this was them. they really want to participate. And then I will send them out some door stickers or window stickers in order to show that they are participating.
There are benefits for a business being a participant in this program. Harris indicates not only will they be supporting veterans, but their business goes on the program website, so any veterans coming to Clinton could potentially see that and stop into their establishments.
I think that as far as businesses go, it's a great way for them to give back to their local veterans. And it also helps, their name, their business will be on our website, on the Honor Rewards website. And then they will get that sticker, like I said, for their window. And hopefully that will help generate more business from the Honor Rewards members and from the community in general. So right now I'm looking for, and it doesn't have to be a brick and mortar store. It could be if you have a cleaning service or a lawn mowing service or a car detailing service. Anybody that has a business around DeWitt County, just go on to honorrewards.com, click on DeWitt County, Illinois, scroll down, hit register as a participating business, and get signed up. You can offer whatever type of discount you want, whether it be a percentage, $1 off, free ice cream cone, or whatever they want to offer. And then that will be listed on that website when people go in to register as the veteran.
And that website again is honorrewards.com. You can also contact Harris's office at 935-7780. 21 minutes after 7 o'clock is news time on this Friday. Extreme heat was not stopping fair lovers and 4-H'ers at this year's McLean County Fair. Anna Ziegler, McLean County Farm Bureau manager, told regional radio on the noon farm show Thursday. Fairgoers encourage fairgoers to dress in light clothes, bring water, and utilize the air-conditioned buildings to stay cool.
Yeah, so it is very hot today, so we do want to make sure if you're coming out to the fair that you take safety precautions, dress cool, bring water, and we have water fountains on the grounds and drinks for sale and all that kind of thing. So and we do have air conditioned buildings, so we encourage folks to come inside and get out of the heat for a bit, cool down, and there's still plenty to enjoy out here at the fair, but be sure you're being safe. So today and every day at the fair, we have free entertainment or family entertainment that once you're on the grounds, there's no additional charge for. So we've got the food and farm fun zone, which is a kids activity area with all kinds of hands-on things for kids to do, from playing in corn with combines and tractors to a milking cow simulator, all kinds of stickers they can collect. So that's a free educational area that kids can take advantage of. Again, it's air conditioned, most of it, so feel free to come in and check that out. And then we've also got our lumberjack show. It happens twice daily, 2 and 4 p.m., I believe. And then there's a parakeet show that you can walk through at any time. And then we've got entertainment like magicians, ventriloquists, musicians in our family entertainment tent. Those happen on the hour all afternoon.
Katie Buckley is the county director at the University of Illinois Extension in Livingston, McLean, and Woodford counties, and explains about 650 4-H'ers came to the fairgrounds with over 4,500 projects this year, including livestock.
Yes, we have over 4,500 projects, both general projects and livestock. So we've got to remember our friends that are bearing the heat outside that bring projects across the gamut. I mean, we've got just about everything here for everyone. And we've got about 650 4-H members showing this week at the 4-H show. So we offer lots of different opportunities where you can bring projects. We host a Learn and Fun Day in February. So kind of in the off season as it relates to 4-H where they can start on their projects and learn. I know we hosted a tea ring workshop for our cooking friends a few weeks ago. And so it's just learning those skills and giving them opportunities. There's no limit on how many projects the youth can bring to the 4-H show. It's pretty much whatever they can get into their schedule. I have my own kids at home that participate. We started small and we're growing year by year to give them more opportunity. But yeah, I mean, we encourage youth to bring what they can, and maybe sometimes they don't get around to finishing a project that they signed up for, and that's okay too. They'll have more opportunities to get that done.
The McLean County Fair works with the McLean County Emergency Management Agency to make the safest decisions on the heat and the possibility of rain as the fair wraps up this weekend. 24 minutes after 7 o'clock is news time here on this Friday. Plenty more to get to coming up on the morning show.
Is the summer heat getting to you? This is Scott Baum from Baum Chevrolet Buick in Clinton and Farmer City, inviting you to cool down in a new Chevy. We have cool new crossovers like the Chevy Equinox or hot new trucks like the Chevy Silverado 1500, which has up to $7,500 in extra savings over our regular discounts. See all our inventory and prices online. And don't forget, we need and would love to trade yours in. Chevrolet, together let's drive. BaumChevyBuick.com, right from the start.
Experience the power of better connection with Connexus Fiber Internet. Connexus delivers ultra-fast, reliable speeds to keep you connected at the speed of life. Whether you're working from home, streaming your favorite shows, or gaming with your friends, Connexus has you covered. Say goodbye to buffering and dropped calls and say hello to fiber fast internet. Ready to upgrade your connection? Sign up today by clicking the Connexus icon at DeWittDailyNews.com. Nothing connects us like Connexus.
News time is 25 minutes after 7 o'clock here on this Friday. Again, I'm Seth Lawrence with you folks today for this expanded local newscast. Legislation backed by the Illinois Fertilizer and Chemical Association is awaiting approval by the governor. An update from the IFCA's KJ Johnson.
And what this would do, as most of your farmers know, as for have an applicator license in the state of Illinois, you must take a test through the Illinois Department of Ag, and then every 3 years you take that test to renew your license. What this will do is still let you have that same option. You can still take the test if you want to, but you still have to pay the test the first time to show core competency. But into the future, that will let you take continuous education credits to keep up your license. What it will probably do is probably 5 hours a year. If you take those credits every year, then on your third year, when you renew your license, all you got to do is send that check to the Department of Ag and you're renewed. You do not have to take that test. So we think this is a great option. What we think is that rather than just taking a test every year, different people learn different ways, but also with just the issues of the day that are out there, we can get more information and better information to our applicators of what's going on in the state. And those classes will change every year. Some might be the same tweak, but there'll be a lot of stuff new that is out there that we can teach to. We're hoping that the governor will sign it. He has pretty much until the end of August to sign it. All signals that he will sign it, but we just don't know what day at here right now when he will sign it. But it's going to come up, and we are pushing the governor to do that and having good signals from him right now that will get signed.
The legislation is Senate Bill 783 and won approval in the spring in the General Assembly. An Illinois Republican congressman intends to vote in favor of the AM Radio for Every Vehicle Act of 2025. It's legislation spearheaded by Democratic Congressman Frank Pallone Jr., which requires the Department of Transportation to mandate automakers include AM broadcast radio bands in their vehicles. Some automakers like Ford and Tesla have decided to remove AM radios from their electric vehicles, citing interference with technology. But Congressman LaHood says,
I don't think we should be looking at getting rid of AM radio for the reasons that you mentioned. I mean, the safety and security of our citizens and the reliance on AM radio in today's age, I think, is very relevant. Now, does that mean we shouldn't review that in 5 or 10 years or in the future? Yeah, I think we have to change with the times, and maybe technology and modernization will change that. But the safety of particularly of individuals in our rural areas and across much of my viewing area, I think it's important, and I don't think it's a good public policy position to be thinking about getting rid of AM radio.
As of the last count, approximately 4,000 AM radio stations are broadcasting throughout the state. 29 minutes after 7 o'clock is news time on this Friday. Coverage of news today is brought to you by Baum Chevrolet Buick in Clinton, your Silverado headquarters, and brought to you by Connexus, providing fiber internet to Clinton. Learn more at DeWittDailyNews.com. Coming up on 7:30, I should say,